What's up, guys? Our good friends from Game Time are back with the channel, and we're so excited about it. And hey, what a time for them to come back on, and what a time for us to have a Game Time offer for you, because right now the baseball season is in full effect. And who doesn't love enjoying America's game? Well, with the Game Time app, you can enjoy America's game and save money while doing it. So go to the Game Time app right now. Sign up using my promo code DCTV. We'll give you $20 off of your first purchase. Now, it is baseball season and we all love baseball, but Game Time is not limited to just baseball. You can do anything: concerts, comedy shows, basketball, mixed martial arts. Get tickets to anything by using the Game Time app. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with the Game Time app. Download it right now. Create an account. Use my promo code DCTV for $20 off of your first purchase. Again, guys, go and download the Game Time app. Use my promo code DCTV when you create an account, and we'll give you $20 off of your first purchase. Welcome back, Game Time. We love you guys. We've missed you. All right, Ben. Israel Adesanya and Dricus Du Plessis are now scheduled for Perth at UFC 305, I believe. Yesterday, they had a press conference. Du Plessis and Adesanya faced off for the first time. It was the first time we've seen them come together since that very uncomfortable interaction inside the octagon. Was that?
What?
What'd you say when I said uncomfortable?
I said it was very uncomfortable. Very.
Very uncomfortable. Especially to like people who aren't black. We're like, whoa, this is crazy. So anyhow, they come together. How much do you think it bothered Adesanya? Because one of the reasons they're so mad at each other, or Izzy is so upset, South Africa, you so eloquently
talked about the history. We'll just
say talked about the history and explained it to us as to why a guy like Adesanya would feel that. But then the first thing, or one of the first things, Dricus says is, it's very exciting for me. Two African guys fighting for a world championship. How mad do you think that made Adesanya? Or do you believe the fact that Adesanya wasn't inebriated, it may not have bothered him as much as it did whenever they were at that event?
No, I would say it bothered him for sure. Just based
Smart
on
by Dricus, though. Smart to do that.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that's kind of what Dricus has done to this point. Said I didn't love some of the trash talking against Sean Strickland. I thought it was a little below the belt, but he did it anyways, and it worked. So I really don't see why he wouldn't continue with that type of behavior.
Did you see what Sean Strickland said today against Peyton Talbot?
No, what'd he say?
Peyton Talbot is awesome, bro.
Yes.
And Sean Strickland wrote something like, no, Sean Strickland's out of his mind, dude. He said,
yes. But did you see Sean Strickland fight that Marine? I kind of want the backstory on it, but like, did that guy, why did he want to get beat up so bad?
I don't know, man. I don't know why fans do. I don't know why fans do that. The ones that just decide, I want to fight an MMA fighter. Like, it's the dumbest thing in the world. You're going to get beat up. But anyhow, yeah, he made a very bad gay joke about Peyton Talbot. I don't know what. Dude, it was bad. Sean Strickland posted it. Like, Sean does stuff. Sean does
Twitter?
Stuff. It was either on Twitter or on X, or I don't know where it was. I saw it was a picture. It was bad. Sean does whatever he wants. It's so crazy. Sean also was mad at Robert Whittaker. Told Robert Whittaker sit his ass in the back because he should be the backup fighter. But is this fight between Dricus and Izzy? Does it mean as much as Izzy? No. Let me rephrase this. By Izzy making it so important that it's the history of the entire country or the continent.
Yeah.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Is that unneeded pressure for Adesanya to put on himself?
Yeah, I would definitely say unneeded. But some people, that's positive, right? Some people maybe not so good. They crack under that type of pressure. So maybe Adesanya's the type of guy where he feels like he needs to feel that pressure and needs to feel that type of emotion. I don't know. I think I don't think I've ever seen him like sway. Like actually, I would say with the Strickland fight where he lost, I think that was one where he didn't kind of build it up too much. You know, where it was kind of like it almost looked like he was taking it easy or he was underwhelmed by Sean Strickland, so he didn't come out to fight as hard as he maybe should have. So maybe he needs that type of thing that's gonna be more positive for him.
You think that's good for a guy that was honestly talking about being done until 2027? It almost was
That
like
was
Izzy,
weird. That was so weird
right?
though. Yeah.
But he was like, he wanted a break, and now he's in the biggest fight that he can get.
Yes.
So
Well,
why put the
some of
pressure?
these guys did. I don't know if you ever dealt this with your athletes, some of your athletes, because those are people you know even closer than these fighters. Some do just say some wild things, and you have to be like, "Come on, man, you don't really. That's dumb. You don't really mean it. You know, like that's totally illogical. Let me just talk to you for 3 minutes and tell you why that's illogical." And then you talk to them, and they're like, yeah, you're right. I
It
shouldn't have
makes
said that.
sense.
Or I shouldn't have done that. You know, like so. And I feel like Adesanya is that kind of guy. So like when he said, "I'm not fighting until 2027," if you would have let me wager that, I would have wagered all my Bitcoin on that. That was not going to happen. 2027, yeah, right. Like it was so ridiculous. For
I
real,
just
I would have won so many Bitcoin on that.
I just think that he was frustrated, right? Losing that fight
Mm-hmm.
to Sean Strickland. And
Mm-hmm.
bro, it's also hard, right? Whenever he was the guy, he gets beat by Sean Strickland, who Pereira beat. It's like there's a whole thing. Those guys will always be linked to each other, and that has to be hard for a guy like Adesanya. But I love this fight. I love that these two guys are going to settle the score. You know what's crazy to me is Yuri's weird, right? Yuri's weird, but and Yuri fights weird.
Yes.
But we have now seen Pereira able to just figure it out.
Yes.
Dricus is weird, but nobody can figure him out. How does
No one's
Dricus
figured him out
win, bro?
yet.
How
Not
does
yet.
he win with that style?
I mean, dude, that was, I was a doubter. I saw the way he
I
moved
was
and I said,
too.
this is weird. And I thought Robert Whitaker was going to beat him. Then I thought Sean Strickland was going to beat him. And he has just continued to prove us wrong. And so, like when I watch them, I feel like Israel Adesanya should be able to beat him. But given what has happened, it's like, oh man, that's how I feel. But I would have a hard time making that bet.
I think Dricus actually takes our thoughts and he goes and he applies it to himself and he gets better. I made fun of him in his wrestling when in one fight. I was like, you don't
Yeah,
do
but
that. I was like, that makes no sense. But then he comes back the next fight and he does something way better and it worked. And it's like he
yes,
fixed it. It's like he
yeah,
fixed it from fight one to the next fight because he wanted to prove that he
yeah.
could do it. It was crazy, bro. He's a good champion, and I'm excited about that one in Perth. And also, you actually got me an appearance. So for the first time, I feel like you're giving me something, whereas I'm usually always giving you stuff in this
Ah,
relationship. Man,
you're funny.
they say hand come, hand go in relationships. Unfortunately, it hasn't been that way for Ben Askren and I.